another non-alcoholic for me and you, AV Jam in the pub. We, what are we doing again?
AV Jam in the pub. This week's news, we had...
That was it? I knew that.
We've got Zoomtopia, we've got Ignite.
Oh, okay, and what's come out of that? I don't know how I forgot that in all fairness, because I've been jumping up and down like a 9-year-old, getting proper giddy, thinking all my Christmases come at once.
You have been waiting for that, to be fair, haven't you?
So we did a jam with David.
We did.
Put all of our interoperability wishes out. And then...
Do you know what I found out before we get into the news?
What?
I went through my Twitter for the last however long, and I found a tweet that I posted something like March of this year, saying I want all these manufacturers to just put like a web browser in their endpoints, and we can
I
interact.
remember you doing it, actually.
Basically, do I get paid?
Did you idea it?
Am I one of these thought leaders?
Copyright Kevstrap?
This is what I'm
Good luck.
I'll take check. Don't worry. So I think let's start Zoomtopia. What came out of that?
Poly X series.
Poly Studio X native Zoom, which I think was a
Yeah, it looked good.
pretty big news, one of the first products to do so. And then we've also got, and apologies because I can't remember the name,
What?
the other company that done the endpoints for Zoom.
What? Crestron?
No, soundbar, screen, all in one.
Oh,
Selling direct.
D10.
No.
Oh,
It's in my phones there, so I can't
Neat.
do it.
Neat.
Thank you, sorry.
NO or... So OJ Wingate stood up on stage and pretty much said, see you, all you value-added resellers. we don't care about you.
We kind of don't care. So Zoom has kind of opened theirs up to say, we'll provide the platform, you provide your endpoint of choice with whatever security and whatever peripherals and whatever the hell you want to do. We'll just make sure they work with our platform and everyone's happy with that.
That's Zoom for you. Right.
Which is perfect. I think that they've said, look, we could do so much. It's up to you to add your extras from what it seems to be what the users want. And then piggybacking from that, obviously I'm not getting into Zoom's platform, they had some pretty quirky stuff, but then on the back of that, we then had Ignite with more come
Has
out of
Ignite
that.
even started?
Yeah, it's this week.
Started today?
No, 2 days ago.
Oh, right.
Started Monday.
So the announcement came.
It came.
We even got tagged in tweets, AV Jam did as well.
It came out thick and fast. Started with, and genuinely, I can't remember what order they come in. One of them, if we're talking still about Poly, was the Studio X that's native Zoom. SIP and 323 is also now native Teams. So they've got the big tick in the box for that, which is perfect for them. Great little product by the looks of it. Genuinely, I really like it. I think it's pretty cool. You've then got the news of Microsoft and Zoom, where they're going to do the direct guest connect, where you can invite either or and you click and join.
What does that do to Blue Jeans?
Who?
You know what? You could ask that about a lot of them.
Yeah.
We could say, obviously, the direct guest connect, Microsoft and Zoom, also Microsoft and Cisco. Cisco have done a bit more, we'll come into that. But from a direct guest connect, the idea being is you receive a WebEx invite or a Zoom invite to your MTR, click and join, and off you go, and reciprocated the other way. That tells me that they've done it to Microsoft. Zoom and Cisco's interop is round the corner. It's got to be. No one has to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. It's whose other platform comes into play. Do you get things like Hangout comes into there? You've got Ring Central. You've got all these others out there. They've got to be next on the list because they're just using a web browser for collaboration. Where that leaves then Blue Jeans, where that leaves Pexit, where it now leaves Cisco because they've opted into the CVI element and Polycom have done it. You still need interop for SIP and 323 endpoints. But whereas they were probably adding more extra USPs that we were doing a couple of extra bells and whistles, maybe that started to disappear because of the direct connect. And all the CVI now is doing is just SIP and H323. That will still be a requirement. It's got to be, hasn't it? There's still enough of the endpoints out there that for now, even if we say for the next 3-4 years, them endpoints are still going to need to be interoperable.
Does it change how we sell this now?
I don't know. I think what it's now going to get is whoever is selling the interop in whatever format or whatever flavour, you've now got to get cleverer where your platform, as long as it can read and invite and then invoke whatever it needs to technology-wise, then there is still a place. To the end user, it doesn't make a difference if it's native using WebRTC in a web app or if it's using a back-end bridge. They don't care. That stays. I think that stays. So the way that we sell it doesn't really change, but the way that the user will expect it is it's invisible.
Will they expect it to be invisible?
Yeah, because they want
we're
frictionless.
talking about-
David said frictionless.
David said frictionless, and I think they do. But realistically, users aren't there yet. We're talking about systems that are only just released, and we all know what systems that have just been released that do everything for you can tend to do.
Well, that was one thing I was going to raise. 'Cause one tweet from Ilya, God bless you, mate, is it's there, it's working now, this is real, and then this is what you're getting next year. So it's there, it's working now, but you've got to wait till 2020.
We've got to wait. I'm genuinely waiting for 2020 for all of this. I'm doing Enterprise Connect.
2020, like what?
No, I'm doing Enterprise Connect in end of March. Enterprise Connect. Genuinely, is this? Have you been doing any real work? No, I'm just going to get batshit crazy. But could you imagine? Genuinely, this will never happen. But this could be the first ever Enterprise Connect where Microsoft, Cisco, Zoom, Poly all stand on stage hand in hand with a big loving.
Can you imagine?
Couldn't it?
Could you imagine?
That's never been possible. That's never even been dreamt
Should
of.
be on a t-shirt.
But this could literally be hand in hand. We've listened.
We should
we
make
accept it. Let's
t-shirt
go.
for you.
T-shirts, merchandising, go.
We'll have it.
Check the AV Jam shop next week.
But genuinely, that could be phenomenal, couldn't it?
Yeah.
An absolute loving where they've said, you know what? And
It's a good Enterprise Connect to go to, then.
I think it could be better than the last one I did.
Jealous?
Yeah. So for me, it's going to be great. And like you said, it is going to be, everyone said first half 2020. We don't know when it's going to come. We don't know when it's going to drop. But they are demoing it now. They are showing it now. It's coming.
Yeah.
So for me, what was going to be a potential another Christmas grump that I was going to have.
Oh, so you've got half a blog
Damn
written.
it. Yeah, what are we going to do now?
I had half a blog where it was you bunch of bastards. They've now come back and said, don't worry, Kev. Delete that. Yeah, delete that. Let's go.
So, what are you going to be grumpy about now for the end of the year?
Oh, you could find something, can't you? You could find something.
No.
You've got nothing left.
Yeah, I have got a couple of little things, but they're not big grumps. They're more of still of a little wish list for me to get things to where I want them to
Well,
be.
don't obviously make sure you've got it written down and named to yourself before you give it out to everybody.
That's a very good point, considering I've just given this.
Yeah.
I expect a check. Then, yeah, I'm going to copyright the next one.
Happy. Go.
Yeah, Kev Strad.
Kept right, but having that. So I think it's still going on. There's still good stuff to come out of it. For me, the interop piece is big. I've asked all manufacturers, and I'm waiting for some definitive answers as to, you've told me your marketing gumph,
Yeah, exactly.
what's some reality? So from a Cisco point of view, they have done the Guest Connect, they've done the CVI, which is great. They've also done session border controller in the team, so they're doing telephony as well. Great piece, I like that. But one of the questions that I've asked Cisco is that only if I'm a WebEx user, and what about all the on-premise customers that you've got?
So I just looked
Do
at
they
the
get this
timer, I know
capability?
how long's left. But I've left with one question and I'll probably leave it hanging because I know how long's left and we're strict with our timers. What happens to Pepsi?
Oh, to me, it's still the whole Blue Jeans CVI piece. There is still going to be a need for SIP and 323 for, I'd still say, 3 to 5 years max. Something has to be different now. Surely, doesn't it?
I think your timescale's too long.
Yeah, do you think it's less than that?
it's less than that.
Because I think for an end user, it's not about bridging anymore. I want a platform that is my chat, my messaging, my telephony, and then I want to talk with everyone else's chat and messaging and telephony. I think the whole just doing CVI piece or just doing a bridge interop, to me, have they got to come out with a client and a desk app and messaging
It's still a
and
mobile
see, I
phone
don't-
thing, isn't it? You just want to ring somebody, pick it up.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I think they've got to be. They're in a phase now of transition because the whole just bridging now, especially with web apps in endpoints, kind of disappears.
Bridging and gateway and there's the timer. Bridging and gateway, yeah, we've got
Code
to
out
stop
for
it there.
finite lives.
So we've been in a pub in Warrington,
On
living the
Betsy.
dream. We'll be back next time in a better pub. Yeah. Actually, we won't, but never mind.
I might be able to drink then.
See you again.
Bye.